Akshay, to you first, what are the grand celebrations that have been planned? We're of course seeing very colourful pictures, that are coming in from different parts of the country, especially from Draupadi Murmu's hometown in Odisha. The scenes behind you, I have to say, pale in comparison.
Well, absolutely. I'm right now at the Pandit Panth Marg, and today the Bharatiya Janata Party has organized a rally. Now, telling our viewers about the celebrations across the country by the Bharatiya Janata Party, state units of the BJP are organizing these different events as far as the celebration of Draupadi Murmu's victory is concerned. And you can see all of these BJP workers are here. The roads have been decorated from where the road show is going to take place. JP Nadda, the president of the Bharatiya Janata Party, is expected to join the celebrations as well, to join the road show, in fact to lead the road show. And as you can see, bands have come in. There are balloons that have been put up here across the rally roads. You can see these drums have been brought in. Lot of supporters of the BJP are here, and these are the visuals of the celebration. Now, certainly, one thing is very clear, that this victory of Draupadi Murmu is not just a victory, not a normal victory for the Bharatiya Janata Party, but the messaging by the BJP is going to be very significant, because a tribal woman becoming the president of the country by support of BJP will certainly help the BJP making inroads in Odisha and Jharkhand as well. So these are the visuals of celebrations, and the BJP seems very confident as far as the victory is concerned of Draupadi Murmu. Looking at these visuals of these people, they are clearly very happy as far as that particular victory is concerned, and similar kind of visuals are being seen across the country as far as the victory of Draupadi Murmu is concerned. And you can see BJP flags.
Akshay, you can hear me. Who are these people? Are they BJP workers who are celebrating the win of the NDA presidential candidate? Are these people who've come from Odisha? Have they come from Draupadi Murmu's hometown? Can you speak to them and find out who they are and what brings them here to celebrate in Delhi? But massive celebrations planned there at the BJP office in New Delhi. We're getting you those live pictures. Akshay Dongre is at ground zero. So a lot of song and dance, a lot of placards, firecrackers, all of that in fact happening there outside the BJP headquarters. Let me go across to Maha Siddiqui now. Maha, NDA's choice of Draupadi Murmu, a tribal woman from Odisha, literally checked all the boxes. It's a master move by the BJP that worked to split the opposition and bring support from even non-aligned parties. I mean, Naveen Patnaik, for instance, the YSR Congress, as Sanket was pointing out, I mean, all of these parties, instead of this being a whole symbol of opposition unity, it really worked to split the opposition vote, didn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And that is why, in some sense, the BJP trumped the opposition with this choice. The opposition, on the other hand, also claims, some of the voices which we have been speaking to have pointed out that had they known the NDA was in fact going to choose Draupadi Murmu as their candidate, then perhaps things would have been very different, because the opposition had chosen Yashwant Sinha as their candidate just a couple of days before the BJP actually announced that it will be Draupadi Murmu. Though there was a buzz, but if you go by what the opposition is saying, that despite the fact that they asked the government as to who they are looking at as a presidential candidate from their side, they were not told that it's going to be Draupadi Murmu. And that is why you see the fact that it clearly fractured the opposition unity. First of all, as a candidate himself, Yashwant Sinha, largely not seen as a person belonging to the opposition. After all, for years on end, he was part of the BJP. He was a BJP member, a minister from the BJP on two very important portfolios. And then it was only when, his career, political career was coming down, the graph was coming down, and it was almost seen that the seniors of the BJP would be shown the exit door. It was at that time that he seems to have switched sides. Then later on, of course, joining the Trinamool Congress as well. But by and large, he isn't really seen as an opposition leader, so to speak. So first of all, that choice in itself, many believe now that wasn't the best choice. Of course, for the opposition, they had tried two other people to be the opposition candidates, but they had denied. And then Yashwant Sinha agreed to become the opposition candidate. So yes, on the count of Draupadi Murmu being a tribal, a woman who has administrative experience. She has been a minister in the state of Odisha in the past. She's also been a governor in Jharkhand, so she understands a constitutional position as well. There is a lot going for her, and that is why the opposition unity was fractured. But the most important point on which the opposition unity has been fractured is her tribal identity. Like the Shiv Sena, like the JMM, it was very difficult for them not to be seen supporting Draupadi Murmu, and that is why you saw Uddhav Thackeray having made that announcement quite publicly. Politically, strategically, it's very important for the BJP as well. They are making a point that here is a tribal leader who is going to be the first tribal leader, going to be the president of the country, will in fact become the president. It's almost a foregone conclusion now. That is likely to impact them in some of the assembly elections, especially if I can point out Gujarat, that is going to the polls in not very long from now, end of this year. Sizable tribal population there. There are many other significant states. The state to which she belongs herself, Odisha, which the BJP has been eyeing, because if you look at the BJD, it is pretty much dependent on Naveen Patnaik, and Naveen Patnaik, again, as many would say, is almost at the fag end of his political career. There is no second round, so to speak. So the BJP wants to perhaps look at denting the stronghold of Naveen Patnaik in Odisha as well. So on a lot of factors, this has been a choice that the BJP has made, which will help them strategically and has also helped them show that the opposition remains fractured.